Hey, what's up everybody? This is Gian, and today I got another amazing, absolutely amazing video for you guys. Not a whole lot of explosions or pew pew pew, but the amount of knowledge shared by these two subject matter experts in their respective fields is critical information for anyone wishing to teach anything. With this one, I really look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Let me know which of the tips these guys provide hold the most value for you and how you plan to implement it. Guys, thank you so much for raising the standards of Funker Tactical. It wasn't done by me making better videos or the talent that I even expose on this channel. This all happens because you have continually showed encouragement and support for these kinds of videos. All right, so we're gonna have sexy, fancy videos still, but really I believe it's these kinds of videos to be the core of what Funker Tactical is all about. So without further ado, enjoy the video and I'll see you in the comments below. Peace.
What advice do you have to give for people who are just beginning their path into that world?
So you're talking with the world of actually seminars and stuff like that?
Just teaching.
Like, teaching.
Right? Because some people, there are a lot of pitfalls when you first begin to think that you're good enough to teach. And then you know,
well,
like what did you learn in the process of being who you are?
A couple of things I'll say. One is, learn to be a coach. Don't just learn to be a martial artist, because there's a lot of good athletes out there, but they don't know how to relay that knowledge. Can't teach people to be like them. So learn how to be a good instructor, a teacher, an educator, a coach, and that is going to be extremely important. And second thing, one of the things that I've learned is one of the sayings from my primary Kali instructor, Grand Tuhon Leogahe, was you learn to teach and you teach to learn. And so your learning processes really accelerate as you start teaching. So if you feel like you're a good coach, you've got some material that people can learn from, don't wait till the perfect moment to start teaching, because you'll accelerate your learning as you teach. That's where I've done my deepest learning, I think, is fielding questions and thinking through how to articulate things and exploring what I'm teaching to a deeper level. And it's helped me to understand those things a little deeper.
So it's, when I teach instructor development, I have 3 pillars that I tell guys that make a great coach. And Jared would exemplify all 3. The first is that you're competent yourself, that you can do. You don't have to be the best guy in the room. And in fact, even as I get beat, if Jared beats me in something, for me to be competent, all that needs to be happening is I'm trying to do the right thing. So I'm not spazzing out, I'm not violating principles, he's just beating me. And that could be, he just could be better at whatever it is we're doing. And for me to be competent, I just need to be doing the right thing, even as I'm losing, right? So you could be a good football team and lose to another good football team. You played good football, you just weren't better than the other team. So I'm looking at being competent myself, that's number 1. And that's an ongoing process. Number 2 is I need to be a student of the game. I need to be up on if the game's evolving, it's changing. I need to be part of that, and that will come from number 1. Pillar number 2 will come, but I need to stay busy. Guys who teach and then they only teach and they never train unless they're leading it and they're not getting reps, I would caution against that. You're going to stagnate. You want to both teach, in my opinion, and also get your reps against resistive, uncooperative opponents. You want to continue to keep your timing, all those things. And so that's pillar 2 is I want to be a student of the game forever, not just think I figured it out. And then the third pillar is the most important one, and that's learning how to work a room. That's learning how to teach, and teaching is not imparting or showing a cool move, showing 5 cool moves in a seminar. I did a seminar last night here locally, and the first 20 minutes were spent teaching them 4 principles on a chalkboard. There were no moves, there was no touching anyone. These are the 4 things we're going to focus on today, and every move I show you, I'm going to ask you questions to see what principles we're doing. So then I did do some technique, but I kept saying, what am I doing here? And they would say, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. Based on the board, they could take pictures of the board. You need to learn how to work the room. And that's an art in and of itself. And so those 3 pillars are your way to a great instructor. Pillar 1 is there on purpose. Be good yourself, be functional yourself before you want to start training a lot of other people. And if you're not working on yourself and getting reps in, if you're not working on those first 2 pillars, you're a used car salesman. So if I could have pillar 3 where I can work the room really well, but guys like us are going to go, okay. He says cool stuff. He posts great pictures. Rah, rah, beats his chest. He gets lots of followers, whatever. I don't care.
Those exist? Those kind of
Yeah,
people?
yeah, they do.
Oh, wow.
And then I watch them and I'm like, you can't fight your way out of a paper bag, dude.
They fool a lot of people.
They do.
Because their social
They
presentation,
do.
maybe.
And I can even learn from them, right? I might learn how I don't want to be. I might learn things I could physically do better, that my shortfalls are my fault. They're not anyone else's fault. And I can learn from everyone. Someone may be strong in a pillar and weak in another pillar, and I'm working on all 3 in myself. I can still learn maybe some things of value from that person, but I can tell if you can't fight your way out of a paper bag.
Yeah, and it's kind of one thing to add on to that. The context of what we do and what we teach, we're teaching material that's going to people that are going to be potentially dealing with, not potentially, on a daily basis, deal with situations that are unpredictable. And so having a variety of knowledge, I think, is extremely important. Now, as we're teaching this or filming these videos here, I'm learning from the things that Chad's, some valuable information. I take the time, I know what I'm good at, and I train those things, but I also know what I'm not good at, and so I seek opportunities to train in those things that I know I'm not good at. You know, I spend a few months a year in Brazil, and while I'm down there, I've got a bit of downtime. I'll go to the local Muay Thai school, I'll go to the local Jiu-Jitsu school, and while I'm down there, I just start feet, because those are things that I don't get to train in often, and I know are not my specialization, so I like to build the areas. And not just, I don't teach those things, but if I'm teaching guys that come from those worlds, I'm better able to articulate and teach to them because I understand what their base of knowledge is and how to relay what I'm trying to teach to them. So that's another thing that I found very helpful in what we do as instructors for military law enforcement type things.
Yeah, knowing how to speak the language is really important, right?
I think so,
Of
yeah.
the people that you're standing in front of.
It's a good thing he's in the interview. I didn't even think of that. But now I think it's awesome.
Thank you, guys.
All right.